And on to the next advanced tool here. We did Norton Power Eraser, TDS Killer. Let's go to Kaspersky Virus Removal Tool. So we'll go on the internet, Kaspersky Virus Removal Tool. I may have that spelt wrong, but that's alright. And let's see, download. We'll make sure we're at the right, an official site for Kaspersky. We click on that. This is going to ask us for an email address. So version, blah, 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 download. Sometimes it's going to ask you for an email address. So that's a big download. It's going to download. Again, Kaspersky Virus Removal Tool. So here it is here. I'll double click on this. And sometimes this takes a little bit to set up. And so that's just going to take a second there. And we'll click accept, start. And it's going to take a minute. There it goes. And so you just do start scanning. And it's going to start its scan. If it finds anything, it's going to show it to you, and it's going to highlight the recommended course of action to take. So it may give you a little pop-up window and say, I found this or that, and it'll say recommended action will be highlighted. So it may say quarantine or delete, and that'll be highlighted. And so pretty straightforward. It's a pretty strong tool, very effective. This is something, if you do the super anti-spyware, you do some other work and you're still having problems, or you simply like to, do a nice thorough job, it's the Kaspersky Virus Removal Tool. Next, Hijack This. Hijack This, I'm not a fan of, really. That's why I'm sort of showing it last. It's a very clever tool. There are certain aspects of it that are very useful. However, what it does, it's going to do a scan of your computer. Then you're going to go online and submit the scan results, and it'll do an analysis, and then it'll bring you back, well, I think this is good or bad or indifferent. The thing is, sometimes it'll put like a big red check mark and on something that's safe. So the other thing is, out of all the tools, this is maybe the most dangerous, and I'll show you here in just a second. So we just clicked. Let's start over. So double click. Oh, so anyway, the Hijack This, you may want to have it in the C drive. It's gonna work here fine, but say you're in computer, you may want to have this in the C drive, and you could just drop it there. Right click and do Run as Administrator. Probably gonna be your best bet. But so we just click that. And we did save log file, so it did a little scan. Here's the scan results, and so I'm going to right click on this, select all, right click copy, and we're going to go on the internet to Hijack This DE. There it is, Hijack This DE. Search. And there it is, that's the official site, hijackthis.de. And so here it is, you paste the results here and do analyze. So just do paste, analyze, and it's very nifty, very clever tool. And so there it is, it has a green check mark. See, different people from around the world, submit their analysis of it and, things that they've come across. And so here you have possibly nasty check mark, but what you're going to see on an effective computer is some red X's here, or exclamation points and things like that. And so if you notice something that's questionable, a red X or what have you, we have the results here, and then we'll go back to the Hijack This program down here, put them side by side, and you can come through. Say for example this top one, this had a red X here, and it gave us a description. We looked at this I for the information. We knew that it was bad. We would put a check mark in this box here. and go through whatever things you want to get rid of here. You just put a check mark on that box and then click Fix Checked. And so here's the reason I said it was dangerous is, if you get rid of things here that are critical to the computer, it may cause some major issues. So it's trying to get rid of stuff connected to the browser and different things like that. But if it's something you're sure is bad, and it gives you somewhat of an explanation in this here, but you would see a red X here, you'd get some info on it. If you're sure that it was bad, you'd find the corresponding entry over here. A little bit sort of complicated and a lot to do, but you would just put a check mark there and then click Fix Checked, and that's going to get rid of it. And it may ask you to restart the computer. And so that was the Norton Power Eraser TDS Killer Kaspersky Virus Removal Tool, and hijack the